Hello everyone, this is Maureen and welcome to my crochet story where I like to share with you, excuse me, the two things that I love, teaching and crochet. First, let me say thank you to all of you that are stopping by for this edition of Sunday Chat and the WIPs that I've been working on this past week. I really do appreciate your time that you take out of your day to look and see what it is I want to chat about. But first, let me say that last week I didn't really get a lot done. Last week kind of had a whirlwind of activities and unsettlement. As many of you know, my husband's been working on a project here in Florida, and we were so looking forward to having a couple of weeks off. Well, and we are coming right back to this particular area to look at the next phase of the project. And so he's going to be here for several months. So with that in mind, that meant that we had to pack up all of this and put it in storage, because you don't want to lug all this stuff home and then have to lug it all back again. So we got as far as securing a camper just north of San Antonio, Texas, so that we could meet with family and, just have some downtime to decompress and that kind of thing. So within the span of 3 or 4 days, we were packing up. We'd already made the reservations. I mean, we were down to like what I call the give me half a day and I'll be done type scenario. And then within about 36 hours, all our plans changed. We're not going anywhere. My husband does have a few days off to finish up paperwork from one project and then start looking at the specs and paperwork for the next project. So really it was not feasible for us to go home and then come back, because guys, it would be 2 days and 1 night of hard driving to go, just to spend maybe 2-3 days max and then turn around and come back. So we decided to stay here. And with all that, that means all that packing I did had to become unpacked. So needless to say, a lot of my crochet plans that I had did not get done, which is okay. I mean, honestly, we all need to take a break from even the things that we love to do the most, but it did kind of put me a little behind in my schedule, but that's all right. Again, life's going to happen. We're going to have to adult, those kinds of things. But so the only thing really I have to show you is that I did get one step further on my little panda that I'm doing for Amigurumi Wars. So I showed you last week that I had done the ears and the eyes, the muzzle, and the nose. So just yesterday I was able to work a little bit on the head. Look at that big old head. As I tell you, I use 4-weight and an F hook, so I just quit looking at what the dimensions of the amigurumi is supposed to be, because I know that with the way I crochet and the materials I use, it's not going to be the same size, which is okay. But this is as far as I've gotten on him. I had to attach the muzzle at this moment, and I do have one eyeball, and then I hope to be, doing a little bit more on him later today and throughout the week. So next Sunday I should be able to show you a completed panda and hopefully Mr. Pug. Now, of course, this means probably that I will not get to do all 5 of the amigurumis that I had, patterns that I had downloaded from the highlighted designer that Anita chose for this month, but that's okay. And let's see, really that was about all that I got accomplished. Now, I do have, many of you know that on Friday, March 31st, and I believe it's going to be on my channel. I'm not real sure. I do think I have it posted, but I'm not sure about that either. Like I said, last week was kind of crazy. Anyway, you do know that on March the 31st, many of us that have gotten together, I challenged them to do the Puss in Boots amigurumi out of the book Once Upon a Time in Crochet. I just have the hat and the cape left to do for him, and then mine will be finished. I know that a couple of you have said that your amigurumi is, that your Puss in Boots that you're working with for us is already finished. And if you are following along with us, please be sure to send your a picture of your finished Puss in Boots to Froggy at Froggy Winter Knitting, because she is going to put a slideshow together of everyone else's, you know, to show us what your interpretation is. Now, you know me, I do not always follow the pattern. I have to put my own little touch on it. And so we just wanted to see what your little touch on your Puss in Boots is. So if you're doing that, please be sure and share. We want to see what you're working on as well. So really, like I said, my plans for last week just kind of got moved around, which is okay. I do plan to follow through with a stitch of the week. My heart shawl that I showed you, and remember that the heart shawl and hat are going to be in two parts. One will be the shawl, one will be the hat, and that way it's not one long video, and you can choose which one you want to watch and do, and hopefully you'll like them both and want to make up both of them. The other major thing, oh, I'm still working on my polar bear. Yes. Of course, I didn't get to go much further on him, but hopefully I'll work on him just a little bit. I didn't get to work on my Sophie, so that'll be another thing that I'll be working on to update you on and let you see what's going on. And then Friday's Live, we should be hopefully at All Handmade Connie's house this Friday. She's just acquired some new technology, and we hope that it is up and running by then. But if not, they're stuck with me again. But that's not a bad thing, is it? I hope not. So, and then I'll round out the week with our devotion on gratitude on Saturday. So, once again, thank you so much for spending a little time with me today. I always appreciate that. And again, if you're new to my channel, consider subscribing. And those of you that already are, remember, I love you for your patronage and hanging in there with me. I sincerely do. As always, be the light out there in the darkness for someone today. Because in this day and age, it is so important to let your light shine and be that light for someone. I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. Bye.